Hello, my name's Katie Rushworth and today I'm going to show you how to create a winter hanging basket. Now everybody loves the hanging baskets during the summertime and we usually fill them full of annuals, but actually now it is autumn, believe it or not, despite the glorious blue sky and sunshine that we're in today. So it's time to be creating hanging baskets for winter, and all these plants here will grow perfectly well over the winter and give you this kind of lovely diverse mix of foliage and interest. Now, first things first with any container is drainage. I've cut some holes in the bottom of this plastic and I'm going to fill up to about 1 inch deep with gravel or grit. I've got some horticultural grit I'm going to use. And this is really to stop the holes in the plastic becoming kind of stuck full of compost, because that will create like a sump of water at the bottom and you really don't want that. Next up, I've got some multi-purpose compost. Now any big bits like this you really want to break up because that is going to stop and inhibit root growth. You want it to be nice and soft and crumbly and friable. Okay, so I've left it about 1 inch from the top, but I can top it up later if I need to. Now this has about 6 weeks worth of food within it. Over the winter your pots don't need as much feeding as they would during spring and summer, but still it's going to have a variety in here, so I would probably feed it maybe twice during the winter. Just a multi-purpose feed, a liquid feed will be perfectly fine for these. Now my hanging basket is going to have a post here, so it's going to be seen from 3 sides. So I'm not going to put my tallest thing in the middle, I'm going to pop it at the back and then go down in height like this towards the front of the basket. And the first thing I've got is this lovely Skimmia. Now these are great, they have these beautiful flower heads on them that are a ruby pink. It is quite root bound, this one, you can see it's been quite a long time in the pot, so I'm just going to gently tease some of those roots out and encourage them to come out into the new soil. You don't hurt them doing this. Lots of people are a bit intimidated. It just encourages them to grow sideways and out rather than downwards. So that's going at the back here. Then next up I've got these. This is a lovely Euphorbia. Now Euphorbias usually will grow in the garden and they get huge, but this delightful little one is called Baby Charm. Euphorbias are great in baskets. This only stays small and it gets a lovely lime green bract on it in the springtime, so it's really early vibrant colour and it's got a lovely form. You can kind of see this lovely domed shape which will contrast nicely with this more upright Skimmia at the back. Now I think the other side I'm going to pop in this Euphorbia. This again has got a really nice form, upright, it's got a really nice variegated leaf which is green and white. Now we just want this to look good till springtime, then everything will come out and we will replace it with our summer bedding. And these can all grow in the garden, so as soon as they've finished being in the hanging basket you can pop them in the garden, they will grow away happily to their mature height and spread. I'm going to tuck that in at the back there. Now I like to plant my hanging baskets and all containers really generously. You know, they're not in here permanently and I want a really good show out of them. I want them to look their best for the few months that they're in here. So I like to plant thickly. Now, next up I'm going to put in this lovely Hellebore. Hellebores are so nice, I really enjoy them in the garden. They come up in January and February time, they will flower. This one's got a few flowers already, but they will continue over the winter. Regardless of how much snow and frost is put upon them, they will still be there with their nodding pretty heads on those dark winter days. I'm going to pop that here in the front. Next up I'm going to pop in a grass because they give lovely movement. This is ponytails. I'm going to pop that at the front here. hang over the side of the basket. And then I've got a Muehlenbeckia. Now I really like these. They have a lovely shape, form, and they cascade and kind of branch out a little sideways. They're a good blender. They help blend a planting scheme together in a container. And I'm going to tuck that in and around, have a quick little look from the front. Just like with planting any container or even arranging flowers in a vase, it is really about kind of being creative and dressing a planter. So don't be afraid to preen and faff. And I think we're about there. I'm going to find somewhere to hang that, give it a good water, but I'm pretty pleased. That looks really great. And there we have it, a beautiful winter hanging basket. For more how-to videos, visit silverlinetools.com.